Hereford aspires to be one of the greenest and fairest cities in the country, with fantastic opportunities and quality of life for people of all ages. Deeply rooted in a unique rural heritage, it's blossoming into a richly creative, digital, connected, and highly skilled place to live, work, study, invest, and visit. The City Council, along with its Southside stakeholders' ambition to create a green community that sustains, restores, and regenerates the local economy, labor force, and community. The Growth Hub Southside project is a collaboration between two highly established community organizations, Growing Locally Community Interest Company and Belmont Wanderers, and the New Model Institute for Technology and Engineering, all of whom share a common goal to improve the future health, well-being, life chances, and employment skill set of the people of South Wye and Hereford. Southside will provide a vibrant, inspiring, and inclusive sports, food, and skills community focal point. The building is designed with a holistic perspective on sustainability, will educate and raise awareness to nurture the next generation of climate-conscious and environmentally responsible people. It will be a new center, growing a model community of the future, targeting Hereford where it needs it the most. This building celebrates timber, and the design aspires to exceed latest climate emergency design guide targets, specifically focusing on the school environment and spaces. It is designed to passivhaus standards and validated through PHPP design software. We have also been informed by the Hereford's Town Investment Plan, the REBA Sustainable Outcomes Guide, and the 2030 Climate Challenge, as well as the BREEAM Communities Technical Manual. Economical building materials and construction systems sequester carbon and minimize material waste while ensuring high performance. Combined glulam uses wood even with defects, which is glued together and saves material. Meanwhile, the higher strength glulam goes on the edges where there is the most stress. The spaces are entirely flexible as the prefab wall partitions are movable and can reconfigure the floor plan to accommodate new uses of the space. Replaceable panels and other elements keep the building simple, durable, and easy to maintain. Modular prefabrication of elements and their steel connections make assembly simple and the facility expandable. The elements are standard size, meaning they can be easily dismantled and reused in the future or recycled sustainably as a final resort during its end-of-life stage. Economical prefab elements make up a high-performance building with a compact minimal surface area thermal envelope to reduce heat loss and improve efficiency. With a maximally optimized orientation towards the sun, the facade remains active with an overhang, veranda, and deck landscape with seating and foliage to dissolve the harsh building edge, blending it into the landscape and reducing its visual impact. There is subtle separation between the cook school and a public farm shop/cafe space. The cook school has tall windows in the structural bay overlooking growing allotments with access to pick vegetables. Growing Local has their own entrance into the sun space, which is dedicated to eating. The adaptable social collision space can be blocked off with a bar and public toilets in order to separate the local farm shop and cafe, so other stakeholders and users can use this space separately for public events and to make it available from the outside. As users walk through spaces with various ceiling heights, some of them encourage inspirational and educational activities, such as the design lab and cook school, whilst others encourage more intimate, peaceful exchanges and moments of reflection. Taller ceiling height spaces allow for more daylight and better airflow, improving visual and physical comfort. They are encased by service spaces as a barrier from cold air and to improve thermal performance. The building sits lightly on the ground and foundations are raised for flooding drainage, adhering to BREEAM guidance. It runs on minimal energy and thanks to the solar panels, it generates excess energy which can be sold to the grid. A double-skin south facade thermal mass buffer sun space acts as a passive source of energy for the building, harnessing solar radiation in a controlled way whilst internal spaces remain entirely sealed. The sun space becomes the open social market cafe shop, an initial welcoming space of the building, as users walk up using the public footpath. It prevents overheating and summer cooling demands as plants absorb excess radiation. Full-height sun space provides daylight, making the glass envelope advantageous. Using movable shutters, this facade can open up to the veranda deck to catalyze social synergy and allow integrational gathering. Exposed durable low-embodied carbon natural hydraulic lime screed and vegetation in the sun space provide thermal mass, absorbing thermal energy and releasing it. This helps moderate temperature swings, absorbing heat in the summer and promoting nighttime cooling. The overhang blocks direct sunlight from reaching the thermal mass of the building. Winter solstice is also permitted as the sun is the main fostered energy source. Specifically designed, flexible, movable, vertical shutter panels are used for the east-west facade as well as trees for the south facade as a long-term strategy. Direct summer light is occluded, filtered, and diffused to avoid excessive solar gain, improving the quality and comfort of the internal spaces.